Hey, fantasy football fans, want to gain a last-minute advantage over the teams you play this week? Don't forget to check out Ken Zales' Fantasy Football Notebook on PressBoxOnline.com, presented by Chesapeake Urology Associates. Well, our next guest broke the color barrier in college football in the Deep South way back in 1963 while a member of the Terrapin football squad. He's here tonight to talk about that, his passion for the Terrapins, and how he's still blazing trails with his new nonprofit. Our guest, Darryl Hill. Darryl, how are you? And thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Stan. Thanks for having me.
I want to touch base with college football a little bit. What was that like back then in 1963? That must have been some scary times for you.
Well, it was a different world back then. College football was king in the South back in those days. There were no pro teams.
It was white college football,
Absolutely, all white college football. If you were black, you had to leave home and go north to play if you wanted to play, or play for a small black school in the South. So I campaigned against that and tried to open the door so all kids could stay home and play where they wanted to play, and that worked out.
And years later, look at the quality of college athletics today.
Absolutely,
very
absolutely.
different.
Very different.
Now, the reason we had you on, and we could have you on to talk a whole segment about Maryland history, because you go back to a lot of it. You were Jerry Fishman's roommate, things like that. But you've got a new nonprofit that you're out spearheading, and it's called Kids Play USA. Can you put it into 25, 35 words? What is Kids Play USA?
Absolutely. Youth sports and youth recreation has now gotten to be commercial, and that leaves a lot of kids out. You have to pay to play. There's something wrong with that picture. That's not good for the kids. It's not good for society. But a good chunk of low-income and medium-income kids are being left out of sports activities because of the fees related to having to play. So
this is similar to things like the NFL Play 60 or something like that, and then Mrs. Obama's campaign to just move. But this is coming at it from an economic standpoint.
Right. Well, yeah, this is an adjunct to those. All kids should be active. But in order to be active now, your parents have to have the economic resources to be able to place you on a team. Even to use playgrounds today costs money. Even to play high school football has participation fees.
We're showing folks the website right now for Kids Play, USAFoundation.org. But go ahead.
But, you know, we can't do that. We can't shut kids out. There has to be a level playing field. You know, our motto at Kids Play USA, no kid should be left on the sideline.
I like that phrase. How do kids and parents learn about this? I guess from being on shows like this and PRing this movement. But once they know about it, how do they get the help to get in leagues and to be able to afford rec sports?
One of the things we do is we work with the leagues and the teams to make opportunities available for kids who can't afford to play. So low-income kids should be allowed to play on some sort of subsidized basis. They should not be shut out. So a kid can apply to us, and we would help them either get on a team or, short of anything else, we'll pay for it ourselves.
All right, that's what I kind of meant. When you get into this at some level, somebody's got to pay, right?
Correct.
So where does Kids Play USA get their funding from? Do they work with the government?
Well, first of all, we're going to get our funding from the donor public.
Okay.
I think society at large, it benefits from sports, always has and always will be. An idle kid is a problem about to happen. So we want to get the kids active and playing, not only for health reasons, but for social reasons. As we raise the public awareness to this situation, we want the public to support increased funding, you know, governmental funding, foundation funding, and other sources to help these kids play, and to help these leagues and these teams support these kids and let them play.
Why is this such a passion for you now, Darryl?
Well, I've watched what sports did for society.
Yep.
I watched what sports did in my day for racial harmony, and I know what sports means to our nation and what it means to our children. So sports is a big and important element in society today, and we can't lop it off and leave half of our children on the streets.
Do you think, and we've got less than a minute, and I'd love to continue doing some talk with you and dialogue as we move forward, because this is near and dear to my heart. Do you foresee the leagues, the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, possibly participating in this?
We've already initiated discussions with many of the, professional league associations. They're all very interested. They're all very in keeping with our mission, and we expect help, in a major way from all of those you mentioned and others.
All right. Will you come back again and update us on this?
I would love to, Stan. Thanks for having me.
All right. It's kidsplayusa.org is the place on the website, and as they say, if your kid qualifies for free lunch at school, they can find out about how to qualify for this. Correct, Darryl?
That's correct.
All right. Thank you very much for coming in and talking about this important subject. The Ravens' playoff push is pushing Baltimore towards being even more purpler when we get back. Is that a word, purpler? When we get back, PressBox takes you inside the Zone Superstore. Inside PressBox is presented by Friedmont Mortgage. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Go to Friedmont.com now for all of your mortgage needs.